Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jailbreak trading series, and today I am trading the Raptor. So I've got to say, this is probably one of my favorite looking pickup trucks in Jailbreak right now. I mean, it looks so good, and its performance actually was buffed recently, and it feels so good to drive. I mean, this is one of my favorite cars in the game. It really, the Raptor is just so nice to drive now. I don't know what they changed, but it feels amazing. And on top of that, if you use the monster suspension, yes, it becomes actually pretty reasonable at climbing hills. I mean, it feels like a mini monster truck. Like, its handling and performance are just really good, and I'm so impressed using the Raptor lately. I think it's actually such a good vehicle, and in fact, I'm actually surprised that it's not going for more than what it is right now. Like, it's actually a very reasonable deal. I mean, if you like the pickup truck and you want a better upgraded version of it, this is literally it. Like, no joke. Take a look here. It's literally a truck that has some decent off-roading capability and really reasonable top speed as well. Like, I mean, this is one of my favorite vehicles in the game just for the fun factor. And I believe you can actually have about 6 players in here, right? Yeah, look at that. You've got these seats in the back, and then you've also got 4 passenger seats in the middle. I think this is absolutely amazing. So a 6-seater truck is something you really can't go wrong with. I think this is absolutely amazing to see. And if we just take a look on the track, it's actually very good as well. And I actually used to drive the Raptor a lot. I don't know what happened, but I just never see this vehicle anymore. And I think it's such a shame because it looks so cool too. I really like using the Raptor. No joke, it's so fun to drive. It's even got a pretty good design that holds up today. Now, I really wish they'd go back to these old vehicles and maybe add an interior. I mean, that would look so good on this truck. Imagine the glass actually being transparent and being able to go into a real first-person view. That would be incredible. But yeah, unfortunately, the design is not up to date, but it still looks really good considering it released like a few years from today. Like, it's actually really amazing. And that being said, I know you guys are interested to see what the Raptor is worth. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. It helps me make these trading videos, and I would really appreciate your support. But that being said, well, what else is there really to talk about? I mean, take a look here. Its handling is very good, and it's a very solid vehicle. I think it's actually really worthwhile. So that being said, let's see what other players have to offer for the Raptor. All right, there we go. We've got our first player, and we're going to be throwing in the Raptor, and they're actually trading in the Celsius. And as you guys can see over here, this is very interesting. I did a trading video about the Celsius a few days ago, and you could see that its trading filter value actually holds it back a ton. So they had to add for the Raptor, which is pretty unfortunate, and that's why I think the Celsius value is definitely going to get held back at some point. I mean, as cool as the Celsius is, it really doesn't seem like it could go for more than 6 million. It's actually kind of a shame. But that being said, let's see what another player has to offer for the Raptor. Okay, Javelin. Hey, that's actually pretty decent. But here's the thing about the Javelin. Its value is incredibly unstable. I'm seeing a lot of people get it and then trade it away. And yeah, there's a lot of panic traders and stuff. So I just don't know if I would do this trade. But if you want to upgrade from a Javelin and get yourself a Raptor, I think that would be a good deal. So I just don't know. I don't know if I'd give away my Raptor for a Javelin though. I feel I'd be stuck with a Javelin that's value is definitely not really stable right now. I mean, it's really fluctuating, so I just can't really see myself doing this trade. Although I think it would be decent. Like, you know, I see a lot of players get some decent trades for the Javelin. So if you want to, I mean, this would be fair. It just kind of depends if you like the Javelin. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff with Jailbreak values where players are literally bribing each other to increase values on that website. So I think it's really not accurate that the Javelin is worth 12 million, but I think it's, you know, still a decent vehicle to get if you have the Raptor. If you really like the top speed and performance, it would be a reasonable vehicle to get. But that being said, he actually wants me to add for the Javelin. Like, really? I don't know why I would do that, which is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, there we go. He's actually adding a little bit more, but EXP1 rims are obtainable right now, and then electrostatic, who cares about that? But that being said, we're going to see what another player has to offer for the Raptor. All right, there we go. We've got another player over here. We're going to be throwing in the Raptor, and trading today is actually pretty chill. I mean, I'm not seeing too many players with a lot of vehicles. And in this scenario, you've actually got a guy with some NASCARs, which, I mean, I don't know if he'd really be able to do much with them. I am still going to be starting a series where I'm trading the 100 NASCARs on my alts, but that's still taking some time to process and figure out. But that being said, let's see what another player has to offer for the Raptor. All right, there you go. We got this player over here. We're going to be throwing in the Raptor. And so, as I've been saying, I mean, if you want, I feel like 10 million would be a good price for the Raptor. I feel we've been getting some interesting trades. I mean, the Javelin one would probably be pretty decent. And then we had that first trade for the Celsius. And then in this scenario, yeah, that guy didn't add in anything. Like, what? I don't know why. It looks like it kind of depends on the other players they're trading with. I really want to make longer Jailbreak trading videos to get better ideas of vehicles and, you know, probably cut out some of these trades trades, but that being said, it's kind of hard because then I have to be uploading videos every 2 days instead of every single day. So yeah, I don't know if I'd really be doing that because I think I still want to make as many videos as I can. But that being said, this player is offering the Torero and camo texture, so he's only given a Torero for the Raptor, which is interesting because it's balanced. So I don't know, these trading filter values, they don't really make sense, but I guess it would be worthwhile to consider. But I would look for at least another limited for the Raptor. Like if you're trading the Torero, I'd look for something like the Blockseer Macron at least, and then maybe he could still add in like a texture or something. I just don't think this is really good enough for the Raptor. I mean, it is kind of an OG vehicle, you know? It's not as popular as it once was, but I think it still goes for a little bit more than a Torero, if you guys know what I mean. All right, but that being said, this was an interesting trade, but unfortunately, I just can't do it. I don't think there's really enough for me to get rid of it. Like, I mean, do you ever see someone like basically trade up a Torero for a Raptor? So why would I downgrade for a Torero if I'm not going to get the same vehicle back? I mean, here's the thing about trading. When I'm doing trades, I'm looking for items that will get me the same vehicle back, so that way I know it's at least fair. And then overpays, I mean, they happen every once in a while, but I don't know. Sometimes they're random, but in this instance, I think this is kind of an L, so I just don't think I'm going to do this trade, and I'm going to have to decline. All right, there we go. We've got another player over here, and this guy is dressed up as a clown, so I hope he doesn't give me a clown offer too. And wow, he just straight up declined. I mean, yeah, I'm not really surprised about that. I shouldn't be trading with clowns. All right, brilliant. Well, I'm going to go back to the trading though, Bren, and we're going to try and find a few other players. Let's see over here if we could get a trade with this guy. And there's actually a cool guy over here with the monster truck, so I'll try trading with him in a little bit. But okay, we've got a Volt Bike and Blackhawk. So yes, the trading filter value of the Raptor is 2 million, which I guess is fair enough. But would I ever trade for obtainables? I mean, you kind of already know the answer. Absolutely not. What is there for me? Like, there's nothing here that I'm gonna gain. And yeah, that guy just declined, so that's just fun. All right, I'm gonna go back to the trading dome again. I thought that guy would stick around for just a little bit longer, but it looks like we're just getting a lot of players offering a few decent things for the Raptor, but not really that great items. So I mean, as long as you guys can at least get 10 million for the Raptor, or whatever your interpretation of that means, like, I think that would be good enough. So I'd at least try and get the value of the Brulee at minimum. Oh wait, we've got another guy over here in the Celsius. Hold on, let's try and trade him the Raptor. I'm very interested in if he do a trade. And we've actually got an MCL 36 over here as well. Can I do a trade with these guys? There's a lot of good players, and I think this is the guy with the Celsius. All right, we're gonna throw in the Raptor, and they're throwing in a concept, which I guess that's fair, but in reality, like, I kind of want a little bit more than a concept for the Raptor. It is an OG item, so I am definitely expecting a little bit more for OG items. Unless they add anything, I'm probably not going to recommend doing this trade. I mean, it's kind of tough trading the Raptors. Sometimes it goes for this amount, other times it goes for another amount, but yeah, overall, I don't think I'd trade it for a concept. If anything, I am kind of looking for at least 2 limiteds, like the Macron or the Blockseer. I feel that would be like the bare minimum, just enough to get you a Brulee maybe. I think that would be pretty reasonable, but like at the end of the day, that's like still kind of an L. I think you should go for a little bit more with the Raptor. It definitely feels so nice to drive, and I've got to say, it's really a great vehicle. Let's double check this player's inventory to see if they can add anything. They do have the Saucer or Javelin, so I'm gonna tell them to add if they can add anything. If they don't, then I just can't recommend doing a trade for the Raptor if you're only going to be getting the concept in return. It looks like they're literally just trading the concept, so that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to decline this trade. And again, the concept isn't a bad vehicle, but it's just not really enough for the Raptor. I mean, you're not gonna get a Raptor back for the concept, so you just got to think about that if you are trading the Raptor. I think the Raptor is a really nice vehicle. I hope you guys got a good impression of what the Raptor goes for. I think it's a very nice, solid vehicle to trade for, and if you're interested in it, like, I would definitely get it. Like, there's no reason not to get the Raptor. It's a very stable vehicle, and I don't think its value has been fluctuating anywhere near as much as something like the Javelin or Parisian. I think those vehicles are starting to become a little bit sketchy right now, but overall, I think the Raptor is definitely a good vehicle, and if you have the Raptor, I think you're in good hands. Like, it's very solid, and I'm really glad I got to experience the Raptor today. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's jailbreak training video, and if you want to see some more jailbreak training videos, then there is a playlist in the description below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you liked the video, make sure to like. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.